All right, let's turn to this now. The opposition ANC in the Tshwane Council plans to table a motion of no confidence against Executive Mayor Randall Williams. This comes after a report from the Office of the Auditor General was leaked, which reveals irregular expenditure in the Metro municipality. The report allegedly states tender corruption allegations against Williams. For more on this, we're joined now by ANC Tshwane Secretary George Matjila. Good to have you, and thank you very much for your time. Let's get straight to it. Do you think you'll be successful in your motion of no confidence this time around? You were not with the previous tender for the power station.
Evening, Dr. Mhluli and your viewers. Well, for us, it's not only about the motion of no confidence. It's more about our people, the sufferings that they are enduring, the challenges that are there on the ground in Tshwane and so forth. So we'll always attempt to ensure that their issues are raised, their issues are brought forward and so forth.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether we succeed or not, but it's about them.
Are you surprised at all that the blame is being placed on the CFO, that he hid stuff? For example, the 1 billion, they say he was paying SARS. What's your understanding? Just put him in a picture, because I'm failing to understand why would a CFO be paying 91 million rands every month to SARS, but hide it from the executive and not want them to see it?
Well, for us who are politicians, it's more about the executive mayor, the person with executive powers. He would have seen it earlier if he knew and understood his responsibilities and so forth. So for now, his excuses, he's playing a game. We are for them. I mean, what about the waste that is not collected? Is he blaming the group CFO, the water tankers that are not paid on time and so forth? It's a question of management. He has failed in his responsibility as the executive mayor.
The view of the coalition, the government, is that they inherited a bankrupt Tshwane.
Well, that is not true. I mean, they always have excuses and so forth. Tshwane was a construction site during the time and the era of the African National Congress. People were happy and so forth. So they need to take responsibility. They must account for their failures. They must stop. I mean, it's for 7 years now that the DA-led coalition has been in charge of the seat of Tshwane. I mean, for a period of 7 years, you can't be putting blame on other people and so forth. You can't keep on having excuses. And I mean, it's their responsibility. If, for instance, there were challenges and so forth, I mean, they are a government of the day. They must see to it that those challenges are resolved. That's why they are elected.
What is your understanding, therefore, as the ANC, as to why those things are not happening? Why is the, for example, ESCOM bill being paid late? Why is the garbage, as you put it, not being collected? Why is the grass not being cut? Why are the potholes not?
No, the city is bankrupt. They are unable to collect. They don't have a proper strategy of ensuring that people pay and pay on time, pay their services. So it's a function of leadership. There's no leadership in that city. It's a matter that we have raised over and over again.
Why are they failing to collect? I mean, what's the point? I mean, it's as simple as you send a bill and people pay, or people not paying. Why are you saying they're failing to collect?
No, it's a question of strategy. It's a question of leadership. Remember, people at all material times, they don't pay on their own. You need to have ways of ensuring that it's like marketing strategy. Even when you have a shop, in order for people to come and buy, you need to market. You need to ensure that you come up with a way of ensuring that people support you, prioritize you. You see, yeah. So it's a failure of leadership.
Yeah. It's such a strange thing. So you'll go to council and say it's a motion of no confidence because you failed to market yourself, so people don't buy into your story. That's why they're not paying their bills.
Well, we have raised a number of things that are not happening. Right now, it's our people at the forefront who are raising issues now, no longer ourselves. They support everything that we do. As we have been saying, that there's no waste collected, potholes all over, street lights not functional. You go to cemeteries. I mean, it's a dumping site. So there are challenges all over. I mean, sewer, it's all over. So it's a problem. I mean, there was a month where people were not paid on time. Municipal workers were not paid on time. We are not sure as to whether come end of January, wherein people need money seriously so. We are not sure as to whether they will be able to pay them. So
there's a sense in which Mayor Randall Williams saying that the Auditor General's report is a good thing in that it doesn't just touch the surface, but it goes deeper into the financial situation of the municipality at this particular point, which he says is, of course, for example, if you look at the irregular expenditure, he says it's not something that happened 5 years ago. He says it's an accumulation, that 10 billion of 12 years. Part of that period, of course, is the period when the ANC was in power.
Well, it's not true. I mean, Mayor Randall is known to be telling lies most of the time. It's something that has happened over a period of 7 years, ever since they took over. Why have they appointed or reappointed the group chief executive officer? If, for instance, over that period, there were such challenges and so forth, because when they appointed this MEC of finance, certain, they were speaking very big of him, that he knows finances, he's good, he's got an experience of 40 years. I mean, where are you seeing the experience of 40 years? I mean, if you have experience of 40 years dealing with finances, the first, second month, you'll be able to realize that something is not right. I mean, it can't take you 7 years to notice that there are problems and so forth. So it's just an excuse. They want to shift blame to other people and so forth. It's the political leadership that is failing in that particular city.
Politically, what's your plan then? Are you going to be engaging the economic freedom fighters? Because without them, clearly you will not be able to have a success in your motion of no confidence.
Well, we have always engaged all parties, without exception, in that city. More especially those that claims to be loving the people, because the situation on the ground is dire. If you are serious about the situation, because it's not about us ascending to mayorship or what. I mean, it's about doing the correct thing, ensuring that our people get services and so forth. So, for us, we are going to speak to everybody. We are also going to approach the provincial government, at least to institute Section 391, subsection 5, which gives the MEC powers to appoint an administrator. Yeah. If, for instance, we don't do away with council and the executive, but at least there must be somebody who stabilizes, because for us, the interest is more on our people than anything.
Well, there's already intervention from Auditor General, and I believe Treasury is already working with the municipality as well. Do you think maybe that process should be given time and opportunity?
Well, we are prisoners of hope. We hope any intervention it's well and good for us, but we think with the type of challenges that are there, more needs to be done in that city. Hence, we are trying all the options that are there, that are available for all of us.
George Matjila, appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in. That is George Matjila, ANC's Regional Secretary there on the matters of Tshwane.